How's it going, everybody? Today I wanted to answer the question, how do you determine the right amount of insurance coverage for a commercial property? Thank you for stopping by. My name is Brian. I'm an insurance agent based here in the state of Michigan, Metro Detroit specifically, and I work with businesses on their commercial insurance programs, as well as helping families and individuals with their personal insurance, their home, their auto insurance as well. My goal with this channel is to pass on a little bit of educational information to you so that you can make more informed decisions around your insurance, and then overall help answer any questions that you might have. So let's get into it. And before we get too far into the video, I do want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. And if you find the video useful, please feel free to like and share it with any friends, family, colleagues, whoever might find it helpful as well. Determining the right amount of insurance coverage for a property will generally come down to a few main factors. The key is to base your coverage off of the replacement cost value of the property. This is the amount that it would cost to rebuild or repair the building from the ground up if something were to happen, like a fire or a natural disaster. So what goes into calculating this replacement cost? First is the age of the building. Older buildings might have different requirements for materials and labor to bring them up to modern day standards versus a newer building. But the newer building could have more expensive materials as well. Then there's the square footage. Naturally, a larger building would require more resources to replace, which would require more insurance coverage. The type of construction of the property also matters. Is it a wood frame apartment building, or is it a steel industrial building? Different materials are going to come with different costs to rebuild. Next, it is very important to note that the replacement cost for a building is different from its market value. Nowadays, it is very common for a property's market value to be lower than its replacement cost. So insuring a building for its market value will usually not be enough coverage to cover the full cost of rebuilding the property from the ground up. And then there's the local building codes and ordinances to also consider. These could definitely impact the rebuilding costs. So making sure that you do have an ordinance or law coverage endorsement on the policy can help avoid gaps in coverage. Also, due to inflation, replacement costs are generally increasing over time. So it is always a good idea to periodically review the insurance coverage that you do have in place for the property to make sure that you are still covered what it would actually cost to rebuild. Also, the location of your building can also play a role here. Some areas may have higher labor and material costs than others, and those will factor into the equation as well. And last is to note if you've made any additions or renovations to the property, or if you maybe have any permanently installed equipment or fixtures, it would be important to account for these as well in the replacement cost. But overall and in general, basing your coverage off the replacement cost of the building, of the property, is typically the best route when determining how much insurance coverage you actually need. So thank you for watching, and if you are looking for help with your commercial insurance, I would love the opportunity to work with you and see if our team can help. There are a lot of ways to get a hold of me, and they should all be in the description below. Please feel free to text, call, email, fill out a contact form, whatever is easiest. And if you have any other questions about insurance, please feel free to leave them in the comments below or reach out directly, whatever is easiest. So thank you again.